Yeah, across the world in many cities, but Athens has become more significant. Apart from that, the Mayans, one of the wisest race of the planet, have recorded the calendars which was ending on 21st December. They didn't go beyond 21st December 2012. There was so much of havoc, there was so much of panic in certain segments of the people. About as if it was a doomsday, as if the world was going to collapse. But we have given a call in that year saying that a new beginning is going to start. It is not the end of the world, but beginning of a new generation, beginning of a new frequency. Beginning invitations also, so many people have come to the event, and we have given a memorandum requesting them to declare it as the World Meditation Day. Definitely, it was not just because we have made some efforts, but because of so many thoughts, so much of brainstorming, with the help of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Last year, United Nations declared Shri as the World Meditation Day, 21st December 2024. This is the second year. Let us spend time for meditation. Just close your eyes, please. Sit straight. If you are sitting on the chair, come a little forward. Sit on the edge of the chair. As much as possible, don't take the support. But if you have any back issues, please take support. Keep your hands on the lap and close your eyes. Listen to me carefully. For every great thing, for any great manifestation, there are always blessings from the higher ones. We are considering that the great master Sri Mahavadar Babaji is behind this frequency change, behind this announcement of world meditation, based upon so many experiences and incidents that happened.
లైట్ కొట్టుకుంటున్నాం దేని గురించి వేసినప్పుడు నువ్వు చేస్తే ఇక్కడ
Meditation doesn't have any specific method, but definitely let us follow
ఒకసారి చూడాలి ఒకసారి ఒకసారి ఫోన్ ఇవ్వండి
things that
ఇస్తాను ఇప్పుడు రియల్ టెక్నిక్ పెట్టాను
keep yourself calm.
అంటే
And relaxed.
ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్ మార్చండి ఈసారి పెడదాం
Sit comfortably straight.
బిడ్డ
And just passively watch the breath, the inflow and outflow, the in-breath and out. Passively. Let the body take breath, you just be a witness. Meditation means movement from thinking to witnessing. When you inhale, let abdomen rise a bit gently. And when you exhale, let the abdomen go with it gently, easily. Chest and abdomen are separated by a beautiful muscle called diaphragm, which most of the adults are not using properly. In such a way that this muscle diaphragm has become a center of emotional baggage. All the deep thoughts, emotions, belief systems are all getting stored in this muscle diaphragm. Breathing has to happen in the belly. Breathing has to happen in the center. Though lungs are not located in the abdomen, when you inhale, the diaphragm is pushed down, which causes the abdomen to raise to unification. And while exhaling, the abdomen goes with it. Keep your mind's eye in the lower part of the belly, below the umbilicus, below your navi, the drishti, the inner drishti or inner eye or mind's eye has to be in the lower abdomen, 2 inches below the inside, as of the mukhara. The nose and navel has to be united. The nose and navel will be aligning. Nasika and navi will be aligning. What is this area in the lower belly? The lower belly is the center of your being. The lower belly, below the umbilicus, is the center of your consciousness. Intelligence is nothing but keeping the mind side 24/7, the lower belly. Mastery of the breath is nothing but breathing passively, gently, uninterruptedly through the belly. That is mastery of the breath. The way a child breathes is a way. The way a animal breathes. Watch an animal, watch a child, the breath always better. The belly moves up and down. The in-breath is called as prana. The out-breath is called as apana. Prana, the in-breath, and apana, the out-breath. They meet in the lower abdomen as samana. Prana plus apana gives rise to samana. Samana is one of the 5 vayus. This transformation happens with observation of prana and apana. Apana is more important than prana. Exhalation is more important than inhalation. Nishwasa is more important than uchvasa. How? Why? When you exhale, you also exhale all your thoughts and its patterns, all the thoughts and its programs. We are exhaling our belief system also. Second part of exhalation is even more important. Second half of exhalation is even more important. Because the end of exhalation directly sinks into the center of your being, otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha or Hara or Tandon or Jindan or Danshian, whatever words that you use, it is basically the center of your being. Terminal point, the last moment of exhalation is extremely important. That is the moment of nirvana. The last moment when exhalation turns into inhalation. Nishwasa, uchvasaga మారినప్పుడు ఆ క్షణం golden moment, nirvana moment అది. You have to observe the entire cycle of prana and apana only for this single moment. When you inhale, let the abdomen rise. When you exhale, the abdomen goes within. Gently, no force. Relaxedly, passively. The breath turns into energy. The phenomena of conversion of breath into energy is called as upalakshana, as per Gautam Buddha. Upalakshana means Shwasa turns into Shakti, the breath turns into energy. When the breath becomes abdominal, all the emotional baggages or the traumatic emotions that are stored in diaphragm, they all get eliminated. The word alochana is different from thinking, thought. Alochana and thought are not same. In Sanskrit, lochana means eye. Alochana means seeing with inner eye. That is the exact meaning of alochana. It is not thinking. Alochana means seeing. Seeing with inner eye. Seeing with deeper calm. Listening with inner silence. That is called alochana. Not thinking and thoughts. In meditation, thoughts cease and alochana awakens. The breath has to be like flow of oil, no jerks, no gaps, no pauses. Everything has to be smooth like flow of oil. Tiladhara should flow like thick oil. No turbulence. The attention of the breath slowly turns into awareness. The attention transforms into awareness, and the awareness transforms into awakening. Everything starts with passive attention, gentle attention, kind attention. And there should be element of inner ease, no friction within. No darshana. years. Meditation is not contemplation. Meditation is elevated state of consciousness. It is a happening, it is a phenomenon. It is not doing.
The doing aspect of meditation has to be transformed into being. No doing, only being. That is the real meditation. Once breath turns into energy, totally, the energy turns into consciousness. Shakti turns into Chaitanya. This transformation is called as Vivarta, as per Gautam Buddha. Vivarta means Shakti turns into Chaitanya. Energy transforms into consciousness. You are consciousness. Once you understand that you are consciousness, you will not fear death. Once breath turns into consciousness, purification of the mind starts. Parishuddhi starts. Parishuddhi means purification. Purification of what? Purification of all your thoughts and its patterns. Purification of all your emotions and its patterns. Purification of all your likes and dislikes. Purification of all your belief systems. Purification of all your sensations. Purification of all your memory, the memory which has been coming from so many past lives. Chitta, otherwise called as Chitta. Purification of the Chitta happens through meditation. The Indian sage Patanjali says, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Chitta, the memory, keeps on reminding us about the forgotten thoughts, keeps on making us fearful. With the help of meditation, all the activities of Chitta will be eliminated.
Meditation has to be observed your teeth, taking bath, going to your office, cooking food, taking care of your family, your businesses, your jobs, your sleep. Everything has to be transformed into meditation. The outer life and the inner life are not separate, they are one and the same. What you are inside is reflected outside. Social reality and spiritual reality are not different, they are one and the same. You have merged these two worlds.
The inner world and outer world need to be merged, need to be hybridized, need to be united. They are inseparable. That is the real spiritual life. The purpose of meditation is to lead a spiritual life. No one can teach spirituality to anyone. No one can teach meditation to anyone. They have to learn on their own. We can only inform but cannot teach. Animals need teaching. Humans need awakening, not teaching. Animals need to be programmed. Humans need to be deprogrammed. Humans need awakening. Awaken from their sleep, spiritual sleep. Be onto your breath. Don't fight with yourself. Keep your mind's eye on the inflow and outflow of breath. Keep your mind's eye on the rise and fall of the abdomen with every in-breath and out-breath. You always breathe the way child breathes. You always breathe the way animal breathes. You always breathe the way a yogi breathes. When 100 million people across the world breathe the same way, the rest of the population will be affected by this positive vibration, collective positive vibration. We can raise the frequency of the planet Earth just by way of practicing meditation. And when such people join together and observe as one breath, human breath, across the world, the whole planet Earth becomes increasingly peaceful. That is the purpose of this 100 million people meditation observed on World Meditation Day, that is on 21st of December, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. This particular hour has been selected because people from most of the countries are not in the night, are not in the darkness of the night. At least from 4 a.m. onwards, people are ready to sit for meditation wherever they are. as per their time zones. Inner ease has to turn into inner silence. And the silence within speaks in the form of message. The silence within speaks in the form of insight. The silence within is the voice of the God. The silence within is the voice of the universe. Your real guru is your center, otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha. Your real teacher, your real God is the center of your being, otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha. The golden womb, as per Swami Rama, unless you awaken the golden womb, you cannot understand truth. You can speak truth, but you cannot understand truth. Understanding is everything, experiencing is everything. At Hiranyagarbha, thought and emotion become one. At Hiranyagarbha, the center of your being, the mind and heart join together into soul. Mindfulness plus heartfulness turn into soulfulness at Hiranyagarbha, the center of your consciousness, the Moola Chaitanya. The intuition and intellect become one at Hiranyagarbha, which is center of immunity, which is the center of your longevity, which is the seat of the soul. Keep your mind's eye in the lower abdomen 2 inches below the navel and practice it at least 5 times a day. Not one time, but 5 times a day. Minimum 5 minutes. Each sitting can be minimum 5 minutes. And one sitting can be longer as per your convenience. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes, as per your choice and convenience and comfort. But daily observation for at least 5 times a day keeps the whole day and night internalized, keeps your whole life internalized, keeps the whole life in a witnessing mode, not in a thinking mode, but a witnessing mode. Like we have 7 chakras inside the energy body, the Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agneya and Sahasra. Consciousness rules energy Consciousness governs energy. Consciousness controls energy. And we have only one center for consciousness, that is the Hiranyagarbha, otherwise called as Hara. Catch hold of the center of consciousness. Keeping your mind's eye internally 24 into 7 throughout life is a real mastery. Teach, inform, inspire your children the same thing. Children are gods. Children are big souls in small bodies. Adults are small souls in big bodies. The small soul adult cannot educate big soul called as child. Don't spoil your children. Educate them, inspire them. Let them continue their godliness. Children are gods. If you educate the children in one generation time, the whole world will be very peaceful and happy. And who are the greatest spoilers of children? Parents, teachers are the greatest spoilers of children, who are pure souls, innocent souls, fresh from astral realms, fresh from higher worlds. Slowly open your eyes, half open, don't fully open, half open. Keep your mind's eye internally. Keep your mind's eye on the Hiranyagarbha in the lower belly, inside. Slowly open your eyes totally, but keep your mind's eye, keep your manonetram. Physical eyes are open, but mind's eye, inner eye has to be inverted. Thank you very much. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ అండి. సారీ నేను ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడాల్సి వచ్చింది. మీ కోఆపరేషన్కి చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. అంతర్నేత్రంతో చూడగలిగే శక్తి, సామర్థ్యం, విధానం, అది యాక్చువల్ మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఆలోచన. కానీ మనము